Talk to y'all about Kybella versus CoolSculpting to the neck. So if you're not familiar, Kybella, which is made by the makers of Botox and Juvederm, Allergan, Kybella is this injection you can do into the neck. If you have like a little bit of fat there, it can help dissolve that fat. Versus CoolSculpting, which you apply this applicator to the neck and it sucks in the skin and it freezes the fat, and then that fat dies and goes away. So they both are there to get rid of fat, kill the fat in whatever way possible. One dissolves the fat, one freezes the fat and kills it. So they both work. I will tell you that they both work based on the photos I've seen from the company and from what I've talked to other colleagues. But when it comes to Kybella, it does require these injections all across the neck to treat those areas, and it can take anywhere from 2 to 6 treatments. And from what I've been told, because while I do offer Kybella whenever I explain this next part that I'm about to explain to you, whenever I explain that to the patient, they decide not to do it. The thing with Kybella, it takes 2 to 6 treatments, and each time you do the treatment, your neck swells up for like a week. And it's not just some people's neck swells up, but what I've been told that every single patient, their neck swells up like a bullfrog for like a week. When I explain that to patients, they pass on that, and then they opt for CoolSculpting. CoolSculpting, again, it works, and you just attach that applicator to the neck, and you might have to do one here and one here, or one in the midline, depending on the distribution of your fat. But then after you do that treatment for 35 minutes, you might have a little redness, but your neck does not swell up with CoolSculpting. Swells up with Kybella, doesn't swell up with CoolSculpting, but they both work. And so the issue is, do you feel like walking around looking like a bullfrog for a week after getting Kybella? So that's why I've never done Kybella, because I describe it that way and nobody wants to do it afterwards. But CoolSculpting, it does work. The thing I will tell you though is that, as Kybella, it's 2 to 6 treatments, about $800 per treatment. CoolSculpting, you have to do it 2 separate times, and it's $800 per time. So it's less expensive with CoolSculpting as well. But I will tell you that you invest that kind of money in it, you would like to have a really good result. I understand it's non-surgical, so you have to have reasonable expectations of what is possible with a non-surgical treatment. So I would argue that since I have my own operating room, and I know people don't want surgery, but if you make a tiny little incision about that big and just do liposuction to your neck, the same people that are candidates for neck fullness reduction with Kybella or CoolSculpting, they'll also be candidates for liposuction, and you will get a way better, much more aggressive, much more significant result with liposuction to your neck, and it will be a little bit more expensive than Kybella. Well, actually, if you do 6 treatments of Kybella, it probably won't be more expensive than Kybella. It will be a little bit more expensive than CoolSculpting, but it will give you a much more aggressive, much more obvious result, the result you probably really want. The only reason you didn't do it is because you were scared of surgery, and my argument to you is that with one tiny little incision, you can get liposuction, it can be one and done, you don't have to keep coming back for treatments, and it probably, in the long run, will save you more time, and you'll recover in about a week from liposuction. It's just really swelling. They're not even any stitches or anything. So I want you to consider that yes, I understand most people want non-surgical treatment, but if you're going to be swollen up like a bullfrog for a week with Kybella, then maybe you should just consider liposuction, considering that you won't have to come back for 2 to 6 treatments with liposuction. And CoolSculpting, yes, it's only 1 or 2 treatments, but is it really going to give you the result that you really want, that you absolutely could get with liposuction? So if you look at some of these examples of liposuction patients we've done, you can see it's a significant result. It's really improved, and the patient probably only paid a few $1,000s for it, relative to Kybella, which you will also pay thousands of dollars, and CoolSculpting, which you'll pay thousands of dollars. So it's your choice. But we still offer all 3 treatments. So if you're interested in pricing for Kybella, for CoolSculpting, or for neck liposuction, just head over to our website, realdrbay.com/pricing. You can see all the prices for all 3 of them. Compare, contrast, consider what you're looking for. What's most important to you? A fast recovery with some result, or a 1-week recovery, one and done, and a great result, or needing to do 2 to 6 treatments but still being happy that it's non-surgical. So you just have to decide what's really the most important to you.